Hello, in today's video we'll be doing an oil change on this Toyota Yaris. And we'll want to start by lifting the vehicle using a jack, which we'll be lifting it from the vehicle's pinch well to do so. And once you got it up high enough, you'll want to support it using a jack stand. And now that we got it lifted and supported, we'll want to crawl under the vehicle and locate the engine's oil pan and drain bolt, which will be located here on the passenger side. To loosen this drain bolt, we'll be using a 14mm socket. You'll want to make sure that the vehicle's at least been sitting for an hour to avoid it burning your hand or arm with the engine oil, which can get pretty hot. Once you get the drain bolt loose by turning it counterclockwise with the ratchet, you can loosen the rest by hand. You'll want to push in as you loosen the bolt so you control when the oil comes out. Once you get it loose enough that you feel no threads, just pull back. And now we just wait till the oil drains. And now to save you from this long drain process, I'll either crop or speed up some of this clip. And here we got our drain bolt, which has a gasket under the bolt head, which should be replaced with a new gasket at least every other oil change. Now that the oil has become a slow drip, you can now reinstall the bolt. Once you get it tight by hand, you can wipe out the surface before tightening or torquing the bolt. And now one quick final wipe down. We continue on to the oil filter, which is located just in front of the oil pan. First we try to loosen it by hand. Using a rag may help you get a better grip on it if your hand just keeps slipping on it. If you couldn't loosen it, you'll want to use a filter wrench to break it loose. I just trial fit it on the new oil filter to find the correct size, and once you get it, you'll want to loosen it counterclockwise. Once it's loose enough to remove by hand, you can remove the filter wrench to avoid having to clean the tool before the oil begins to come out. Now that you broke it loose, just loosen it some more and let the oil begin to pour out for a couple minutes to avoid it making a mess. But if you're impatient like me, I just wait a few seconds to completely remove it. Once you get it off, just flip it over into the drain pan. You'll want to verify that the oil filter gasket came off with the filter, and also clean the surface as you do. And now for the oil and the oil filter. You'll need at least 4 quarts of 5W30 oil and an oil filter, but normally a 5-quart jug is cheaper price, so just save the remaining quart after 4 oil changes and you'll get one free. For the next step, you'll want to take out the oil filter from the box so we can fill it with oil and lubricate the O-ring. This will help build oil pressure faster and lubricate the O-ring to avoid it getting damaged and sticking after tightening. Just wipe a little bit of oil all around the O-ring with your finger. Before installing the new oil filter, you'll want to give it one last wiping. Once you wipe it, just screw on the new oil filter and tighten it as much as you can by hand. You could use a rag to get a better grip on the filter if you have to. You only want to use your hand to tighten the filter. Over tightening by using a tool can damage the threads or the O-ring on the filter and make it harder for the next person to remove. And we can now remove the jack and the jack stand. And we can now loosen and remove the oil fill cap. And you may want to use a funnel to avoid making a mess as you pour in the oil. And the recommended oil capacity is about 4 quarts, so let's go ahead and pour in those 4 quarts. And I spilled some oil. Well, that's pretty much 4 quarts of oil. Let's see where we're at level wise. I'll put the oil cap back on so we can run it for about a minute so that it builds oil pressure and circulates through the engine. Well, let's see where the oil level's at first. I wipe off the oil mark first to avoid getting a faulty reading. And that puts us just above the 4 mark. But after running it for about a minute, the oil level will go down. Well, let's go ahead and get in the vehicle and start it, making sure that the red oil light goes off, telling us that we built up oil pressure. Well, let's go ahead and check the oil level one more time, wiping off the first mark before actually checking it. And that puts us just at the full mark. No need to add any more oil. Well, that just about does it for this video. I hope you found this video helpful and informative. If you did, please click that thumbs up button to support my video and my channel. And please subscribe if you haven't done so.